So after you have finished your outline, then you're going to get ready to start applying paint. So you're going to need your vector shape painting reference image, and we're going to create a value scale at the bottom. So at the bottom, you're going to notice that we've got our regular color. This is going to be somewhere towards the middle, either one of these two squares. That's going to be your regular color that's in the middle, and we're going to pick out which piece here kind of looks like that regular color. And then as it gets darker, we're creating a shade of that color, so a darker version. As it gets lighter, we're creating a tint of that version, meaning that we are lightening that color. So that is our goal for this value sheet, and we will complete this before we move on to our painting so we know what our color is. So I've chosen Cool Blue as my color that I'm going to use. So this on the color wheel leans more towards those cooler ones. There's a warm blue, that means it leans more towards the purples. It has more red in it. The materials that you're going to need for your table, every table is going to get 2 sets of brushes, and they're in a ceramic brush holder. And you have a variety of brushes that are here. For this painting, I've been using this small kind of red one, but I could also see one of the green round brushes working well too. You need a water container. There are also 2 of these for every table, so you can have one on each side. If you only fill the water up to the top of these edges in here, these little walls, you'll have 3 sections that you can wash your brush out. One for dirty water and a couple of them for clean. You'll always need a paper towel so that you can dry your brush off on it as we're working, and a plate for mixing. If you make a custom color, like you decide that you want to mix blue and green together for your vector painting, we can mix that together in a plastic cup so that we can put a lid on it, and then that way you have that original cup as you work through with your paint in it, and it doesn't dry out. Paper plates at the end of the day, we're only putting a small amount on them, so we usually throw those away. Alright, so we're going to move some of these things out of the way, and we're going to get started. So when you're creating your darks and lights, again, you've chosen the color that you want to work with. That is going to be somewhere here in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 or 6 blocks over. And this is my regular color. Moving forward, these are going to be shades of that color, and these are going to be tints. So I'm going to stick with that small flat brush. That means that the bristles are put into the direction that they're flat. It's going to be good for filling in this small piece so that I can show good craftsmanship. We are using acrylic paint. So acrylic paint dries like a hard plastic. It's a synthetic paint, which makes it really affordable and useful for us, and it has nice bold colors. This paint is a chromacryl, so it's a step up from the student grade, and it has really nice coverage. So getting started with painting, this is my original color that I'm going to work with, this Cool Blue. So I know that this color is going to be here at the regular spot, meaning this is my straight up base color that I'm using, that I'm going to darken and lighten throughout my project. Usually the first time that you lay down some color, it's going to look kind of streaky. But a second coat, once it's dry, will make it nice and even. I'm going to go really slowly and then go over top of it and take all my brush strokes in the same direction. Alright, so there's my regular color. Now I'm going to start stepping this up. I'm going to work on my shades first because that's just how I feel. So I've got my regular color. I'm going to bring some of that to the side. I'm going to do a couple brush strokes worth. And I'm going to start darkening this. So there are several ways that you can darken a color. Up until now, you've always been taught that you take some black, and that is a way that you can darken a color. We know that we can vary a color depending on what we need for an actual project in many different ways. It may lean towards more of those red violets, so maybe I'm adding a little bit of red and altering it, and that makes it dark. If I have an area that I need to darken but it's a little duller, you can add that complement. A complement of a color will darken it as well. We practice that with our Prismacolors. We notice when we blended those two, like red and green, you get that color that's in the middle that's really dark. All right, so I've added a small amount of black to this. Just went in and took 1 scoop and added it to my painting. So I've mixed it up. I'm ready to apply. I know that this is going to be a step darker. I'm going to put that right next to this one. All right, nice good coverage. I can see it's a little bit darker. So now I'm going to go back, grab some more black, 1 more part, and add it in and test it out.